Fashion. To follow, to be a victim of your own insecurities? Or is it the choice to be in touch with those around you? Surely that is almost the same thing. Following fashion is essentially not having your own opinion, not making your own choices, taking sides with the majority and rejecting personality. Worse than this is from following at an early age. Children with their vulnerable minds get caught up in this, believing that newer is better, more expensive is more important, and anyone not following their trend is somehow inadequate. This mentality is gifted from parents who have more money than disposition, and it manifests itself as the first type of bullying at school. When I was about 5 years old, I noticed this. Although I couldn't explain what I was seeing, I knew it was wrong. I thought most of my peers were actually stupid. I found their company less than satisfying. I rejected the notion of being from a poor family meant I was somehow less important, and distanced myself from that belief. I wasn't bullied at school because I was already a bit too smart to care about what others thought. My shoes are better than yours type remarks were simply met with, "You only think that because you're stupid." Rudimentary, but effective at the time. Whilst youngsters compete foolishly over a pair of trainers, their parents display the same kind of childish behaviour with cars, holidays, kitchens, income, and the cost of their shoes. Men and women alike fight for the chance to be seen as more wealthy than they really are, to impress or to belittle. Neither worthy. If you're chasing acceptance from those who shout of their possessions, be prepared to never be happy or indeed be a true individual. Debt is a high price to pay for perceived wealth. Yet fashion will insist that you put stuff that's actually useful in the bin, all done to show others that you are better than they are. People with things aren't happy. They're unhappy. Because in order to be on trend, you can't relax. And you can't relax because, honestly, it doesn't really come natural. And that's why you follow. Who creates looks? Who decides what goes? Who's in charge here? Well, if there's any truly influential minds at work, they'll all be trying to escape you from copying them. We think that social media is responsible for the majority of people feeling self-conscious because of the perfect bodies, houses and cars. Well, it's not. People were vulnerable long before Instagram, peering over the fence at someone else's lawn, wishing it was theirs since the phrase began. Now, misery is just that bit more accessible with the aid of electronic communication. Bullies are everywhere. Some do it because they are victims themselves, supposedly, but actually, all bullies are victims of bullying. They just don't realise it. Bullies are the bullied, following a social trend that dictates who they should be. It's a cycle that many don't pedal, but most dare not to step off the bike. Bullies are weak, they are cowards, and they are less worthy than the people they bully. Work hard and you can afford a new car. Or, if you can't, simply lease a car to give the illusion that you are more successful than you really are. Temporary luxury to fool your friends and neighbours. It's easy to spot a fool when they show off about how much their designer sunglasses cost. They want the most expensive so they can announce it to everyone they meet. Expensive doesn't mean better. It just means you've been spotted by somebody smarter than you are.